morning, everyone. Buenos dias from Los Cabos, Mexico. I'm Ashley. I'm at the beautiful Querencia this morning, ready to give you your high intensity interval workout and a nice stretch at the end. So we're going to get started with a warm up. All you'll need today for the class is your mat. A mat is always suggested, recommended, especially if you have a hard surface at home. A water bottle and a towel, and maybe a set of blocks. Blocks like yoga blocks, but if you have textbooks or something at home to give you a little added support, that's also going to be beneficial today, okay? So let's get started with our warm-up. So we're just gonna do a few different exercises for our warm-up. We're gonna go into our HIIT class, 45 seconds on today and 10 seconds off, so it's going to be a very fast class. We're going to be doing a lot of cardio, a lot of moving the energy, so get ready to sweat. Make sure you have your towel close by, and let's get started. Okay, so actually let's start standing. So if you have your mat, just stand at the back of your mat, and we're going to start with some deadlift type movements. So we're just doing a hip hinge here. We're gonna have the knees soft. The feet are just a little bit wider than hip distance apart. So we're allowing the hips to float back and then to come forward. So we're just staying with this movement here, and I wanna talk you through some things that you want to feel and activate. So as we hip hinge, we're literally hinging here at the hips with a long spine. As you come forward, you're going to squeeze your glutes, and that's what brings you forward in the movement, okay? So hips go back, long spine, my belly's in, so the navel's drawing up and back towards my spine. Inhaling here, and exhaling to come up. So inhaling, hinging at my hips, and exhaling, coming up. Let's do a few more of those, and then we're gonna add to this movement. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, hinge, squeeze the glutes. I'm pressing through all four corners of my feet to come back up. Good. Now from here, you're going to bend the knees so that you can walk out into a plank position. So you're going to come all the way out into plank from here. You can choose to be on your knees for this if you're not quite ready for a full plank. But where we're going with this is we're going to bring our right knee towards our right elbow, set the foot down, take the left hand, bring it in towards the instep of the right foot, and then inhale, extend your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, bring the hand down, step the foot back, walk the hands all the way back towards the feet, and then tuck the tail, bend the knees, roll up one vertebra at a time. And let's actually add some arms overhead. So inhale, and then exhale. Good, so the full movement is hands go to hips. We hip hinge for that deadlift. Squeeze the glutes. Good. Come back down. Hands come down, walk out into a plank. This time opposite side. Left knee draws in towards the left hand. Right hand on the instep of the left foot. Breathe in, so we're incorporating our breath here. Extend the arm, hand comes down, step back into plank. Maybe even take it into a down dog, get a little bit of a stretch there in the calves, in the backs of the legs, and then walk your hands back. Bend the knees, roll up, inhale, arms go up. Exhale, hands come down, hands at the hips, and we start over. So inhale, send the hips back. Long spine. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, come up. Breathe in. Roll down. Breathe out. Foot comes in. Arm extends. Get a nice big opening here in your chest. Step back. Back into down dog. Roll up. On the other side. Let's incorporate those arms. That feels really good to take that big stretch this morning. Good. Hip hinge, deadlift, squeeze the glutes, come up, So we're constantly thinking of activating here in those glutes. We're also turning on the muscles of the core. Foot comes in. If it stops short, use your arm, bring it forward. Arm reaches up, hand comes down, plank, down dog, move it back. Let's do this. One more time each side, please. Inhale, hips back, exhale, squeeze up. You can even roll down your spine. I just want you to kind of feel through these movements. This is also a really good opportunity to check in with the body, do a bit of a body scan. Let's find out how you're doing this morning. Let's take those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down, hip hinge. Come up, squeeze through. Breathe in, walk out, step in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale, come all the way up. Inhale, arms reach up. We're going to take a deep stretch over to one direction, maybe even catch your wrist. Oh, that should feel really nice. First thing in the morning, let's take those feet apart and then just do a big circle. So we're hinging again at the hips. We're going to bring that all the way up. Good. Feet come back together. Inhale. Get long through the sides of the body. Exhale. I love those side bends in the morning. Feels so good. I don't know why in the morning. Inhale. And then exhale. Arms come down. We're going to do a couple for the glutes seated. So go ahead and just take a seat. Legs extend out. If your hamstrings and your hips are pretty tight, you can fold your mat over so you have a little more support under your glutes, your hips, or you can take like a blanket or something, or just bend your knees a little bit. That's okay too. So what we want to do here is we want to flex the feet. So draw those toes back to you. Sit up as tall as you can. If you need a little extra support from your arms, just have your hands here next to your hips. So what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze one glute at a time. So I'm literally squeezing one cheek and I'm releasing it. I'm squeezing the other cheek and I'm releasing it. So the idea is that we're doing one side at a time, just one side at a time. Good. Find your breath. I'll give you a lot of opportunities to check in to make sure you're still breathing today. Good. Couple more. So the idea here is that we're waking the glutes up. Oftentimes, because we tend to be seated a lot normally, maybe these days you're sitting a lot more than what you're used to, our glutes have a really difficult time firing. So we're just waking them up. We're sending the signal, right, from our brain to our body right now. One more time. Notice maybe you have one side that's a little more difficult to fire. Just be a bit aware of that this morning. All right, good. Now from here, we're going to do a little bit of a quad wake up. So first take your fist and just give yourself a little bit of a massage. And if that was kind of hard for your hips and your hips feel a bit tight from that, you can take your hands behind you, lift your hips up to the sky, and just sort of release them a little bit, and then come on back down. Okay, so wiggle those hips around, maybe move the flesh of your bum away so you can feel your sitting bones. We're going to bend the knees just a little bit. It's just a very soft bend. Going to take your hands right here next to your hips. And then from here, I want you to do something that feels a little strange at first, but I want you to start to hinge forward, maintaining your feet in this flex position. And I'm going to ask you to keep this hinge in your hips, so creating a nice long spine. This might be a bit difficult for some of us who have tight hips and hammies, but just go with the flow with me, okay? Again, if you need support under your hips, please use it. So, feet are flexed. We're hinging the whole time, so we're not upright, we're not sitting straight up, we're hinged forward at our hips. What I want you to do from here is I want you to lift your toe and your leg off of, well, your toe up to the sky, your foot, your heel, and your leg up off of the floor. It's really hard. What we're doing right now, you guys, is we're turning off the hip flexors so we're not dominantly using them, okay, as a primary mover to get that leg off the floor. So what we're asking is we're asking the quadriceps to start to work a bit harder. So I want you to do that on the other side. Again, we're hinging forward. Try to get your spine as long as you can. Inhale, lift that leg. Exhale, set it down. It's really hard, right? Are you with me? Am I the only one? Okay, so inhale, opposite leg lifts up. And then exhale, set it down. So again, should not be feeling this so much in your hip flexors. Right here, you should be feeling this more in your quads. Let's do this one more time each way. Inhale. You might also notice those deep layers of your transverse abdominis core muscles start to fire. That's what we want. We want to get deep in that area right now. Inhale, lift off. Exhale, good. If you need to reset, you could even grab the backs of your legs and sort of just help yourself forward a little bit and then start to straighten your legs out again. One more time each side, okay? Here we go. Inhale and exhale. You might find that that leg is not going to come off, and that's okay. So what that is we're just sort of remapping some things in our brain, all right? So take a little bit of a rest here. Shake those legs. Shake, 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 shake. Hands come back. Again, next to the hips, and then just let those hips reach up to the sky. Breathe in, inhale, and exhale. Set it down, and then reach forward. Feel free to bend the knees here if you need to. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. Hips come up. Open up the chest, open up those shoulders. Let the hips come down, reach forward. Inhale, we're not staying in these stretch movements, we're just kind of being more dynamic, flowing from one to the next. Good, and one more, let the hips come up. This time bend the knees and just let those hips come up. Good. And then release all the way down. We're gonna cross out the ankles, come over to a tabletop position. A couple more, so we're gonna really start to get even deeper into the layers of those transverse abdominal muscles, like your corset muscles is what I like to call them. But first, let's take those hips from side to side. This should feel really nice. Maybe draw some circles. So we want to integrate now a bit into our spine, our shoulders. Just release everything here. Good, and then come back to a true tabletop position. So from here, I'm going to take my left leg out, it's probably your right leg there at home, and energize down into my hands. So my back leg's extended, the knee, the toes of this supporting leg here are curled under so I can keep my balance and a stable, neutral pelvis, okay? So I'm going to inhale, I'm going to cross over, so my left toe is now going in the direction of my right hip, and then I'm going to come over to the corner. So I'm kind of tapping the corners a bit here. So we're just moving up and over, sort of tapping in each direction. Do a few of these here. 4, 3, find your breath. 2, and 1. Good. Now bring that knee in, and then start to draw some circles there in the hip joint. One direction, and then the other direction. We're just getting warm through the hips, we're getting activated through the glutes. Go ahead and extend that leg back out. Now I want you to lift up and down. So just straight up to the sky, straight down. If you need any cushion, extra cushion under your knee, please use that. And we want to think here, you guys, about getting out of this arched back and really integrating into the core. So I want you to think about drawing your low ribs in towards the midline of your belly, of your body. Good, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Same thing, other side. Extend the opposite leg. These toes here of the supporting leg curled under. I'm tapping corners, just tapping corners. My hips aren't moving all over the place. Notice my upper body is also not going crazy. I'm staying pretty squared off, okay? It's just this leg, just in the hip joint. I'm using my glute to move my leg, I'm using my hamstring, the back of my leg. Yeah? Breathe. Energizing down through the hands. Last two. Last one, very nice. Bring that knee, hug it into the chest. Start to take those circles. One direction, and then the other direction. You guys should probably be feeling your glutes now, hey? Okay, so glutes and hips, you should probably start to be feeling those. And let's just take those hips again from side to side. Move around in your spine a bit, moving your shoulders, stretching your back. I like to get nice and warm before I start to take bigger movements. So staying in your tabletop position with your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. We're going to hover the knees off of the floor just an inch, okay? So press down through the hands, energize down through the hands, slightly tuck your tailbone underneath, and then lift off. Again, this is subtle. It's not, knees aren't way up here. Notice that in your view, it probably looks like my knees are even on my mat. That's how far off they're coming. So breathe, good, and release. Send the hips from side to side, move through the shoulders, move through the spine. Let's do that one more time. This time, I want you to think about taking the low ribs, knitting them in towards the midline of your body. Here we go, breathe in, breathe out, lift off. Hug, hug, hug those low ribs in. Tuck your tail. Keep energizing, pressing down through your hands. Breathe in, breathe out, and release. Good, you guys. Take a bit of a child's pose. Keep the arms active. So you can take your forearm down to the floor if it touches, but keep your elbows lifting off. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. All right, slowly come up. Let's curl those toes under and press yourself all the way back and bend your knees, tuck your tail, roll all the way up. All right, hope you feel a little bit more warm. Grab your water, take a little sip. I'm going to walk you through the first few exercises of the first set and demonstrate those to you. So at home, I suggest you do this with me versus watching me so that you can make that brain-body connection. All right, so the first thing we're doing is called, let's just call it the flamingo walkout, okay? So we're gonna take this left knee here, my left knee, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna find a balance pose right out of the gate, okay? So we're testing balance first thing. The knees are in line, notice. This leg is just here. I'm going to squat down. Notice that my knee's not, going over my toe. I'm sitting back. Okay, I'm sitting back into a chair. Balance, balance, balance. Take my hands and walk them all the way out into a plank. Okay, so I have a plank here. We're gonna go right in to a knee hover, and then from here, mountain climb. Mountain climb, mountain climb. Now remember, this is 45 seconds. So then from here, we're going to come back up to standing. So I didn't explain that totally accurately. So we're gonna do 8 mountain climbers, not for the full 45 seconds. So again, we're taking it down, we're walking out into a plank, we hover, and then 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands back, stand up, switch sides, okay? So we're gonna alternate sides. That's the flamingo walkout. Then, very simply, we have jump ins, jump outs. So jump in and down. Now, what I want to encourage you in is this little staccato is what I call it, here in the center. We're really thinking about squeezing, hugging our inner thighs in together. So it's more of a bah, bah, instead of lagging here, right? We don't want to lag. So I want to see you really get into that staccato, squeeze the legs in. You don't have to jump if your knees are not super happy with that. you have some options here and here, okay? Maybe even take the arms overhead for a little extra something. Woo, I'm already out of breath. And then we're gonna go to our knee hovers. So we're coming down. We're going to hover those knees off of the earth, but it's gonna be more than what we did before. We're going to tap, alternating taps. Notice my hips are not moving from side to side. We're just tapping, 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 tapping. Be mindful with your wrists. If you need extra support, maybe fold your mat back, put something underneath so you have extra support for your wrists there, okay? Okay, you guys, so that's the first set of 3 exercises. We're gonna get going. 45 seconds on, 5, and then 10 seconds of a rest. Are we ready? Now, I'm not gonna turn audio on for music here because you can't hear me. So if you want a little music at home, feel free to turn it up. Let's go. All right, take a deep breath. Flamingo walkout, get ready. 4, 3, 2, let's go. Walk it out. Hover, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back, stand it up. Other side, walk it down. Find your balance. We're getting right into that balance first thing. And step it back, bring it up. Again, other side. Flamingo, walk it out. Hover, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, one last time. This side. Walk it out to your plank. Hover, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Roll it up. Breathe, 10 seconds here. Keep your feet moving. Good. Feels weird to do this without music, but I trust you guys are creating your own at home. Here we go. Jump ins, jump out. Let's take those arms up and up. Good. Woo! You should be feeling this morning. Get that energy moving. 45 seconds. We're on this together. Woo! It's a little easier, I think, if you smile. Good. Almost there, you guys. Stick with me, come on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 10 seconds. Knee hovers, tabletop. Here we go. Get down. 4, 3, 2, let's go. Tap, tap, tap. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure you are keeping that pelvis stable. Find your breath. Pelvis is stable. Breath is on. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet in. Roll up, move your feet. Good, so that was the first set. We're going back for 2 more. Now you guys, if there's at any point you start to feel dizzy, lightheaded, sick, come out of what you're doing. I want you to keep moving. Move your feet, okay? Take a lap in your living room, whatever you gotta do. Sip your water, don't chug. Okay, next round, flamingo walkouts. 4, 3, 2, here we go. Crouch it down, plank it out. Hover that knee. Now, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Stand it up. Other side. Good. Hover 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Roll it back. Stand it up. Other side. I'm watching our time. Don't you worry at home. Just do exactly what you're doing now. Keep moving. Last time. Other side. Flamingo, find your balance. Bring it down, then plank it out. Hover. And 8. 2, 1. Bring it back. Roll it up. 10 seconds here. Feet move. Don't stop moving, please. Good, catch your breath. We have our jump ins, jump outs. Staccato up, right? 4, 3, 2, here we go. Woo. You can probably hear my breath. No music, just our breath. Woo! Good. Pay attention to your form, right? Sitting down, squatting down, squeezing the glutes as you come up. Good. Almost there, guys. You're doing great. Come on. Breathe. Stay with me. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Moving, grooving. What's next? Knee hovers. Get ready? Here we go. Tabletop. Tabletop, guys. Bend. Tap it out. Tap it out. You guys, my hips are not here. Keep going. Don't stop. If I demonstrate to you something, don't stop doing what you're doing, okay? I can't see you, but I trust you're moving and not moving your hips, okay? Good. Feels good to move. Feels good to sweat. Almost there. Find your breath. Woo! 4, 3, 2. Those are hard. Feet in. Roll up. Keep moving. Good. Whoa. So we have a little bit of time. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna die. Death of mats. Death of yoga mat. We have a little bit of time in between the sets. Sip your water if you need to. Don't let your heart rate come down too much. Okay? All right. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's go for our last one. Flamingo walkout. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, empezamos. Here we go. Walk it out. Hover it. You guys really bring that knee in. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move it. Back up. Balance. Squat it down first, and then, until your hands reach the floor, take it out. Hover. 4, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time on the side. Let's go. Get into those hips. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Move your feet. 10 seconds, so savor the 10. Find your breath in the 10. 10 of recovery. I'm struggling with this mat. It's trying to kill me. Okay, 4, 3, 2, here we go. Woo! Staccato, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, let's go. Getting our heart rates up. Moving the motions, moving the energy. Feels good. Almost there, guys, come on. Push harder. You got this. Good. And time. Move your feet. Don't stop. Grab your water. If you need it, I need it. Okay, down to those knee hovers. We're almost there. It's our third set, our third round. Get ready. Here we go. Tap, 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 tap. Stable pelvis. Breath is even. Find your breath, guys. Now, you can move your foot off of the mat if you want, or just tap the opposite knee. Totally up to you. You're gonna find this one's a little harder. Woo! Keep breathing. Almost there. 10 seconds, come on you guys. You got this. Find your breath. Woo! 3, 2, 1. Knees come down. Don't stop your feet. Come back up. Now, just take a lap through your home, wherever you are. Feet keep moving. Sip your water. And then I'm going to show you the next set. Moving and grooving. Okay, you guys, so for the next one, as you find your breath again, I'm going to move my mat this direction so it's easier for you to see what I'm looking for here. We're starting out in a kneeling position. For the next one, I'm calling it get up, get down. So we're going to come to this position here, and then from this kneeling position, we're going to engage the core, engage the abdominals. You can take your hands wherever you want them to be. I'm choosing prayer. Please God, help me get through this. And then take your other foot, bring it forward. Step up now from here. We go down the same way that we came up, okay? So, back in to your kneeling on your both knees. One knee at a time. Comes up, and then stand. Now, notice that threw my balance off. I need you to be really mindful of doing this. Now, the idea is we want to keep our hips low, right? So that we stay deep in that squat. A lot of this is really just the hips. It's a lot of hip mobility. Now, what I'd like you to do, I'm not being an example of that right now, is I'd like you to alternate the legs that come up, yeah? And the leg that goes down, okay? So that's your get up and get down. Then we have a really fun one. Roll back and roll up with a push-up. This one's a little more intense, so let me demonstrate that. But it's a lot of fun. If you're not having fun with this one, you're doing it wrong. Roll back, roll up, push up. This is what it looks like. Roll back, roll up, plank, push up. Woo! You can come to your knees if you'd like. Then, jump the feet in. Repeat, roll back, roll up, and I want you to use your core more than the momentum of your body, of your legs. No flailing the legs. Use your core. It's harder. Hands come down, plank. Do it with me at home if you're not already. Push up. Feet jump in. Do it again, okay? Get up, get down. Roll back, roll forward, plank, push up. The next one, you're gonna need your blocks, yoga blocks. We have a tricep dip. So here's how I'm demonstrating this. Now, at home, if you have a chair, you might opt to do this in a chair or a bench, coffee table, just be careful, whatever you use. But since I don't have those right now in this frame, I could do it along that wall, but so that you can see my form, I'm gonna do it here on my blocks. It's more of a tricep dip. So, my knees are bent. I'm going to lower myself down, my elbows hug in next to my sides, I push up, down and up. I'm not splaying my arms out like this, okay? My elbows are flush back, okay? So shoulder blades squeeze in together, elbows are pointing towards the back, all right? So tricep dips is that last one. All right, here we go. Second round, second set, I should say. So let's first, guys, get up, get down. Extra support under the knees if you need it. I'm just gonna do this with my mat so I don't have to keep turning it. And we're gonna get started. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Kneeling, 4, 3, 2, 45 seconds, come on guys. Good. And stand up. Same leg that came up, goes down, then switch. Now again, what I would like to see from you is staying low. Keep your booty low. Down, back, and back. I have to sort of get forward into this. I'm going to show you from the side. As I stand up, watch. Notice that my hips are hinging. And then I stand. Yes? Good. And I have to shift my weight, transfer my weight onto the leg that's going to be supporting me as the other leg comes down. Good. Do 2 more here, guys. We're going to get better at this as we go. Last one. Take it down. And stay down. Roll back, roll up. All right, this is the fun one. So, tap into that inner 5-year-old. Here we go. Rock back, rock forward, jump back, push up, jump in. Woo! Again, trying not to flail your arms and your legs. Getting into your core. I want to see more core, less flailing. Whoa! That's a true test of whether or not you're using your core strength. The more core strength you're using, the harder it should be to get up. Woo! Good job, you guys. Last 2. Last one right here. Come on. Woo! Good. Bring it in. Tricep dips. Set yourself up. If you need your chair, make sure you have it close by. So if you're using blocks or textbooks, they should be right under your shoulders. Here we go, let's do it. So, low abdominals pull in. Yes. Notice that I'm not just lowering my booty up and down. I'm actually really just bending into my elbows. I'm engaging right in the back of that tricep. I don't have to dip low. In fact, the higher I am, the less dipping I do, the more I can get into the top of the connection of the tricep in the back of the arm. You should feel this. This freaking burns. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake that out. We're going for the next round. Again, sip your water if you need it. Get up, get down. Okay. Round number 2. Get ready. Here we go. 4, 3, kneeling, 2, let's go. Here, here. Now, watch. Let's stay low this time. Here, And here, I don't want you to stand. I want you to stay with me right here. Right here, don't stand. Good. And come down. Yes, it's harder, but you're doing it. Now, if the knees are not happy with this, I want you to not go as low, and I want you to stand a little bit more, or simply do this in and out of a chair. You don't have to kneel on the floor. Come on, stay with me. Stay with me, breathe. Good. This is a lot of hip mobility. A lot of us don't have that. So, we're working on this. This is our first step, right? Getting right into the hip joint. Core is active. I need your core to stay active, okay? We're supporting our back. Nice strong back. Last one, come on. One, down. Beautiful. Set up. Roll back, roll up. Take a deep breath. You guys are doing a great job at home. Stay with me. 4, 3, 2, here we go. Back. Core strength takes you forward. Come up onto your, or down to your knees if you need to for your push-up. I'm watching our time. Don't you worry. Woo! Smiling. Can't do it if you're not smiling. If you were here and I didn't see you smiling, I'd make you do 10 more. Come on. Last one, y'all, come on. Woo! Muy bien. Get those blocks. Or your chair, whatever you need. Let's move, move, move. So we still have one more round. Here we go. Triceps, and go. Now, I always preach, you guys, quality over quantity. If you feel like your shoulders are suffering here, I want you to slow down what you're doing. Notice that my butt also isn't way away, okay? That's gonna put a lot of stress. Keep moving as I talk to you. That's gonna put a lot of stress on my shoulder joint. I don't wanna do that. So be mindful. Good. Woo! I'm feeling these. Feeling these. Here we go, you guys. Come on. Breathe. Let's go. Good. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, those are killers. Anybody else with me? All right, shake it out. Very good, you guys. Okay, get ready for your last round of this set. Cushion under the knee again. If this is too much, just go in and out of a chair. So then you're propped up, right? You're not putting all that pressure on your knees. You're not asking for so much knee flexion. I hope you're sweating. I know I am. All right, here we go. Staying low. 4, 3, 2. Let's do this. Down. Now I want you to slow it down with me. Quality over quantity. How can you begin to engage in the areas you need to engage, such as your core? What's your core doing? Draw your navel back to your spine. You're doing great. Come on, you guys. Stay with me. Good. Stay with me. You're doing awesome. You're moving. You're challenging your body. Getting out of your comfort zone. Good. Just a few more. Stay with me. Let's go. I see you. Let's do this. Last two, each direction. Last one. Now stay and stand. Woo, good. Get ready. Roll backs. 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Woo! Push up. Jump it back in. Oh, see if you don't cross your ankles. I was crossing my ankles before. It's way easier doing that. Don't cross them. See what happens when you shift the nuance, the little nuances of what you're doing. Woo! Be careful not to roll back onto your neck, okay? You're just going back to your shoulders, and then you're going back, okay? Woo. Come on, you guys. Last one, right here. Oh, very good. Shake it out. Triceps. And I'm gonna give you a little core cash out at the end. I hope you're ready. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, let's go. Down and up. Again, watch the shoulder joint. I'm not way out here, right? I'm gonna get my shoulders in line with my wrists. Right in line with my wrists. We're breathing. Quality over quantity. What does that feel like? What does that look like for you? Core still engaged. Draw those low core muscles in. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yes. Lactic acid doing its job. Good, good, good. You guys come straight up to standing, please. Move any props you might have off of your mat. Shake that out. Take a sip of water if you need it. You guys are rock stars. You're doing great. Okay. Now, I want you to take one block. We're gonna do one more together, standing. And we're gonna take it down. We're not doing another round. I'm just gonna give you like a set right here. So, I want you to come down into chair pose, okay, as if you're sitting down. My hips are hinging. It's sort of what we were doing with our deadlift, but you're right here. Now, you're going to balance on one leg. So one foot comes away. You can also use the seat or the chair, a wall, something to balance if you need it, or nothing at all. Totally your call. So from here, I want you to take this leg. I'm going to turn and face you. And I want you to cross it over and then come back up, so that when you come back up, you're balanced and you're here. Okay, so we're gonna tuck it. Let's tuck instead of cross. Just tuck and then extend. Yeah? Tuck and extend. We're gonna go for 12 here. So let's call this 10, 9. Notice I'm getting really deep in this bend. I'm transferring my weight back into my heel. 7, 6. Spine is nice and long, back is long. Good job, you guys, you're doing great. Now, as this leg comes back, squeeze your bum. Lift your hamstring up to the sky. Here's 4. Woo! Find the balance. If you're already feeling this in your hip, it's gonna be very fiery. Last 2. I know I'm giving you like 2 more for good measure. And then last 1. Oh, buddy. Okay, now just sway those hips from side to side. Okay? Just let them sway. All right, now we're gonna go for the other side. I'm giving you like a little extra cherry on top here. Okay, so like our flamingo, remember earlier? We're just taking that knee and we're crossing it behind. So we're tucking and then we're extending. Okay? See how long this leg is, you guys? My hips are squared off. Tuck. Now press through this supporting foot, especially through the heel. Tuck it. Press through. I'm using both glutes, especially the glute of my supporting leg. Woo! I am sweating, you guys. This is so good. We're getting super strong this morning, I feel it. Ah, good. Keep going, come on. I want you to do 6 more with me at home. This is gonna test your balance. I wanna test your core strength. How turned on is your core right now? Can you take a hand and press into your tummy? See if you can draw that navel back and up to your spine. Good, oh my goodness. I'm all over the place. 2. You guys are killing it. Last one. Oh. And sway your hips from side to side. Get rid of that block unless you need it for support of your hamstrings. Bend your knees. Let yourself just fold over. If you can, grab both elbows with your hands. Now sway from side to side. You guys, we're going into the next phase of your class, and then we're going to wrap it up with a delicious stretch. I hope you're still with us. And I really, really want to encourage you to drink a lot of water today. Can you drink like 20 more ounces of water today? Do you think you could do that? I think that's totally possible, right? Just add 20 ounces. Let's think about what we can add versus what we can take away. Just something simple and mindful. Good. Take it back to the center, bend your knees. I want you to roll up one vertebra at a time. Bring those arms overhead. And then exhale out of your mouth. Good. Now, we're just gonna take a nice gentle seat, but I want you to do it slowly. Bring your arms out in front of you. Grab your water if it's nearby. Bring it closer. And then see if you can take yourself into a seat without flopping down. Use your core muscles. Hug your core muscles in. Oh, good. Good, stretch those legs out. Water time if you need it. Okay, so, got a couple more for you here. A yoga block or a towel will do just fine. Okay, so, block or a towel right in between your knees. Or if you have a Pilates ball at home, you can use that as well. I'm just gonna turn right here, so we're going into boat pose. All right, my feet are nice and flexed here. My hands are right behind my thighs. Notice that I'm not slouching. I want to get to a position where I can have a nice tall spine. Rock on back to those sitting bones. Now hug your block in, or your ball or your towel. Squeeze it. That's all I'm asking you to do right now, is squeeze that object in between your knees, okay? Right there. Now, notice as you squeeze, what's going on in your low core? Something just lit up, I know it, okay? I don't even have to see you, I just know, because when we squeeze those inner thighs together, what we're doing is we're engaging pelvic floor. Pelvic floor, the deep layers of our tissue, our muscles, really, really activating here. That's what I want. Knees hugging, nice, tall spine, as tall as you can get. Now, arms float out. Find your breath, squeeze it in harder. Squeeze, 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 that's all I'm asking you to do. Squeeze it in. Breathe, squeeze, 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 and breathe. Squeeze and breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out of your mouth. Sit up a little taller for me, guys. Come on, breathe in and breathe out. Now, lower down for 8. Keep squeezing. 7, 6, 5, come on. 4, don't lie down yet. 3, 2, you should be shaking. Last one. Now slowly lower all the way back down. Take that block, just shove it off to the side for right now. Let your hips move from side to side. The bottoms of the feet can come to the mat. Knees are moving. Good. Side to side here. Just letting the low back release. Now, we're going to take the bottoms of the feet right underneath here. So the heels and the knees are lined up. And then we're going to imprint. I'm using some Pilates words for those of you who are doing Pilates right now and learning all this new stuff. So we're going to imprint our low back into the floor as if we're kind of crushing like a grape or a blueberry right underneath that low back. So we're tilting pubic bone up and back. All right? So arms next to the sides. Start to lift your hips off of the floor one vertebra at a time. So now you're on your shoulders, okay? Walk your left foot in just slightly towards your right, and then pick your right leg up to the sky. We're going to lower and lift for 8, 7. My hips stay in line. 6. I'm not dropping into the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to stay up. I'm going to lower down, lower, till my knee comes in the same line as my other knee, and lift. 8, good. 7, press into the heel of this leg. 6, 5, lift those hips up a little bit more. 4, it's hard, you guys. It's hard for me too. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Good. Move those knees around, side to side. Other side, okay? Almost there. We're doing some really good stuff for our bodies. Our back body is really benefiting from this. Okay, so right foot walks in, left leg lifts up, okay? You don't have to have the leg lifting. You can keep it down if it's too intense, okay? You have options. So, here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, reach them up. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we stay lifted. Just this leg lowers. 8, 7. Come on, lift up. Hips, hips, hips. 5. Sorry, this is 5. 4. Come on, you guys. Keep pressing into that foot. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Hug it in. Now, we're going to take the knees right into, the legs right into a 90 degree. This is the last exercise. Then we're going to stretch and we're going to call it a day. Here we go. So, knees in line with my hips, you see? All right, feet can be flexed. Now, I'm going to take my fingertips, my fingers, interlace them or not. I can even take claws and grab the little occiputs, those bones at the base of my skull. What I want to see is your elbows out to the sides. So, we're going to come up. We're going to bring that right knee in to touch the left elbow. Same thing. Left knee comes in, touches right elbow. Elbows are splayed out. Then, notice my knees come back in alignment. So I'm reaching, releasing. Reach, release. Now, if you'd like to take this up a notch, you're going to extend, bring it back, extend, Bring it back. I need to reach my elbow as far towards my knee as possible versus my knee reaching in towards my elbow. So let's go, you guys. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, I lost my live. I'm gonna restart it. Sorry guys, I lost you. I thought I was doing perfect on time. Turns out I was like 10 minutes behind schedule. Okay, so we're gonna go back for one more set of the bicycle abs. Then we're going to stretch. Welcome back. Sorry I lost you. I was just a bit behind in my timing. So, all right, so back for one more set, just like we were doing before. You're right in this position, okay? Elbow touches knee. Here we go. Good. Find your breath. Elbows are out away from the head, so we're not here, okay? We're supporting our neck a little bit, but we're really using those abs. Use those abdominal muscles. Good. 8, 7, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, slow it down, and relax. Now take your arms back. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs. Squeeze one glute, squeeze the other glute. Roll on over to your bellies. Find your belly, find your forearms underneath, tops of the feet. Press down. I'm gonna slip my shoes off. I can't stand them. I really like to go barefoot when I do these exercises, but I'm outside today. So take those shoulders, press them down. Energize down into your forearms. This should feel really delicious to your core. Everything in your torso is getting a nice long stretch. Let's look over the right shoulder, look back towards those right toes. Inhale, and the next we'll do the same thing on the other side. My legs are still a bit active right now. I'm trying to take the tension out of my glutes and really try to put it back into my legs. Good. Now, slide those hands under your shoulders, press up and press back, find child's pose. Let the forehead rest on the mat. Breathe in, then breathe out. Start to walk your hands over to the right side of your body. If you'd like, you can cross your top hand over the bottom. You can make a little bit of a cradle for your head and your arms. And then start to walk your hands over to the other side of your mat. Same thing here. Top arm can cross over the bottom arm. Spin the heart and the chest open if you would like, so you get a little side body stretch. Or just keep your heart rotated down. Inhale, come back to the center. Good. Hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. Tabletop, let's take some cat and cow. Breathe in, tuck your tail, tuck your chin to your chest. Breathe out, tip your tail up, look forward. Inhale, and exhale. Just move around in your spine. Move however it feels good to you. And then we're gonna take have our blocks or something nearby so we can have a little bit more support. We're gonna take left foot in. I hope you like my bright purple socks. I wore them just for you. So we're gonna come all the way up to that kneeling position. And we're gonna take the left hand. So my left foot is forward, left leg is forward. We're gonna take the left hand to a block, or you could even take the hand on the seat of a chair, whatever's available to you. Reach up and over. So I wanna think of shifting my hips forward versus keeping them back. Okay, so my hips are shifting forward, arm is reaching up and over. Breathe in, and stay as long in these stretches as you'd like. Remember that you can always, when this video is over, you can always come back for the live video. You can kind of skip ahead if you touch the screen, like tap the screen, you can go towards the end. So you can come back to these stretches too if you want to stay a little bit longer right now, since I'm going to be moving right along. Take your hands, just bring them surround the foot. And I want you to take that right arm, reach it forward, reach it back. Reach it forward and reach it back. If you need to have the hand on a block here, you can. If it's available here, I can connect right hand to right foot. I could take it on the outside, the inside, whatever is available. Just give myself a little bit of a quadricep opening. You could also do this on a wall. If it's not available for you to catch your foot this way, your shoulder's tight, if your chest is tight, or if you lack the rotation or mobility here in your spine, you can literally do this just along the wall. You would take your knee to the wall and you would kind of slide that foot right up just gently, okay? Good. Then we're gonna do this on the other side. So then we're gonna take our left arm, reach it forward, reach it back. You're gonna get a totally different stretch here in that back leg. If you can, catch it, hook it. I like to hook the inside of the foot, and then I like to spin my heart open. Maybe have a block here if you need it. So I'm pressing shoulders away from the ear. I'm still kind of hugging this leg here, front leg in to the center. Good. Release. Again, stay longer if you can in these stretches. And then step back, find downward facing dog. Just move your hips, you guys, from side to side. Pedal the feet. Oh, if you're doing this without shoes, it should feel so good. To the toes, to the arches of the feet, to the calves. Shoes and sandals really, they don't help our mobility, but even our stability of our ankles. We start to lose a lot of strength in our feet and in our legs, staying in shoes all the time. So if you can get barefoot today, wherever you are, do it, walk barefoot. Maybe even in the grass or the sand if you can. And then we're gonna take that right leg, move it up, knee comes in, all the way in, lower down now the left knee, good. So, same thing here. Let's find the ankle and the knee in the same line. First, I'm gonna start with my left arm, reach it up, reach it back. Couple times, just circumduct through that shoulder. Catch the foot. Spin the heart open. Again, if I need a block or something for support, I'm using it. Notice when you fire that cheek, you start to notice the front of that leg light up. So you're gonna feel that stretch get a little bit deeper and more intense. Good. Release. And then same thing, but with your right arm. Okay, so circumduct first, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, catch it. If you can hook it on the inside, and then furthermore, if it's available to you, spin your heart open without cranking the leg. Ooh, be gentle with your knees, please. Good. Open your heart, open your chest. If this is not available to you, and you can't get that flexion in the knee, or the flexibility is not there in the front of the leg, bend it here. See if you can just bend it a little bit, okay? Without having to hook anything on it. Good. Inhale and exhale, release. Hands come down, move back, downward facing dog. Nice. Move the hips side to side. And then walk your feet in towards your hands. Bend your knees. Feet come a little bit wider than hip distance. Just let your head and your neck be long. Give in to gravity here. Maybe a gentle sway from side to side. Stop in the center, and you can take your left hand down. I want you to bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. So my hip is kind of moving now out to the side. Left hand is down, and I'm gonna reach that right arm open. Breathe in, and breathe out. Inhale, and exhale. Every time I exhale, I'm reaching my fingertips up a little bit higher. Good. Do it on the other side as well. So right hand now comes down. I'm going to bend through my right knee, straighten my left leg. Open, extend, and breathe. Inhale, press into this hand. Exhale, reach up to the sky. Breathe in. And breathe out. In and out. Inhale, release. Feet come back in towards the center. Drop my bum, bend my knees. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Exhale, together, out of the mouth. Good, one more time. Deep breath in, all of us together. Collective exhale. Thank you so much for joining me today for this high intensity interval training class. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a good sweat, and I hope you just got everything out of it that you needed today. So please drink your water. Again, I'll just encourage you to drink 20 more ounces of water than you normally do. Okay, so just little additions make a really big difference. Join us tomorrow for an all levels yoga class with Michelle Slade. We'll see you tomorrow. From our heart to yours. Have a great day.